everybody, welcome back today guys to the channel. Gran Turismo 7 here back on the PlayStation 5 today for an interesting episode. We need to talk about the newest update that just came out. Obviously, if you guys don't know, the servers went down for about maybe, 30 hours or so the other day. And if you guys don't know what happened, I mean, they didn't really talk too much about it on Twitter. And that's kind of one of the biggest problems that we're seeing right now is that, GT isn't really fully explaining a lot of things to people, even on Twitter side of things. On PlayStation, it's kind of a little bit more explained. And basically what ended up happening was update 1.07 was supposed to roll out, and they did that, and they started seeing people having, I guess, issues with their save or, progress, and they shut everything down. They said it was kind of at risk for everybody else's game save, and they didn't want anything else to be corrupted, which I understand, right? That's completely understandable to shut it down in that aspect, but they didn't really do a great job, fully explaining that to us. And I actually just had to go through the patch notes of, 7 and 8, and this is where, it kind of got a little bit slippery, because if you go through number 6, it says World Circuits adjusted the rewards for event inside World Circuits according to driving time and difficulty. The adjusted events are as follows. And if you go down to the Dirt Champions, Fisherman's Ranch was the most played money grind, I guess. That was, the main way that people were earning money on this game, and they have sliced all of these rewards down. Now, I don't know exact totals of what they brought them down to, because I didn't play that actual event before this all happened. I was just playing the career mode. I have, I think, about $2.3 million at the moment, but I did also get the deluxe edition. So if you didn't get that deluxe edition, I can see the pain for money. It is definitely something that is very much lacking in this game, and after you beat the career mode, you don't have much left to do. And if you make a couple purchases on a few cars, you're going to be out some cash and trying to redeem that money. So if you've done all your missions, your licenses, I still feel like, you got to try to manage your money a little bit better. This game is going to really cost you at some point. So if you have a car, make sure it's the car that you really want before you start dumping in a $20,000 transmission or suspension parts, right? It's just that simple, it seems like, because it is definitely tailored to spending money on this game. And I don't really think they understand really what they've done by changing these credits. And in this 1.08 patch update note, it says, in GT7, I would like to have users enjoy lots of cars and races even without microtransactions. Now, people have done the math. People have called this out already, and it's not looking good for Gran Turismo. I'll tell you that right now. Even Don Juan, he was getting frustrated. And for him to get frustrated, I feel like it definitely says a lot about what's going on. And he goes, Gran Turismo 7, what on earth are you smoking? You got absolutely hounded online for reducing race earnings, and you decide to bring in 2 cars worth 18 million credits each. That equals to 288 pounds worth of microtransactions, or completing the best race 663 times. Now, 288 pounds, that is quite a bit of cash. Now, it's not just Joe calling this out here. We had another one from Thunder, and all I had to do was just hashtag Gran Turismo on Twitter, and people are going off here. He goes, I'd just like to point out that in Canada, where I'm from, the 2 million credit transaction is $27. If you were to buy the McLaren F1 solely from this, it would cost you over 250 Canadian dollars for one car. Man, it is wild to see this going on right now after the start that they've had, right? They came out so strong with everybody. They had the entire community backing them, and I felt like everything was going well. People were not complaining about the money system. The grind was definitely worthwhile, and it seems like now to do those same races, that's going to take you hours, absolutely hours, to do these races. And it's a little bit disheartening to know that what we've had prior is just slashed in half almost, and it doesn't even make it fun to do it anymore. We had a photo go up, and he did credit DDM999 for this, but he was saying here, normal gameplay time to earn $18.5 million is 93 hours, or if you're grinding, 21 hours time. That is absolutely insane to hear that. That is an insane number to hear for one car for $18.5 million. Now, obviously, I think they screwed this up. I really do. I feel like they either put the car way too high priced, they either added some numbers on the microtransactions and didn't mean to, right? That's what I hope. I feel like as a Gran Turismo fan, they did that by accident. But, right, I feel like the more that we look into this, it was for a sole reason and purpose. Now, I'm hoping that the value of these cars do drop, just considering the fact that people are really showing their expression of how they do not want this in the game. Now, I don't know if it would be different if there was no microtransactions at all, because then we wouldn't have a benchmark to say this is worth this value, right? So I really feel like GT screwed up adding microtransactions into the game to start with once again, because, right, who really uses microtransactions anymore? Let's be honest, right? If you have, in the comment section after the purchase of the game, let me know how much you guys have actually spent in-game. Be honest with yourself, right? If you guys have spent $300, tell yourself you spent $300, right? That's all I'm saying. Hopefully you didn't, though. I really, please hope you didn't, because I played the career mode. I did all that on 2 weeks' time, off and on. I didn't really grind it that much, but I have quite a few cars now. I have quite a bit of cash. I have the freedom to do really whatever I want. So you need to manage your money properly and drive, right? I don't know what the online races are going to pay out. I'm hoping they're going to be worthwhile, but I think they're trying to get you away from grinding the game. And I really do hope that's the case, because nobody wants to grind the game. Now, in the patch notes for 1.08, they actually kind of mention this. And I touched on this earlier, but this is the full quote here. He goes, also in this update, some event rewards have been adjusted. I wanted to also explain the reasons for it and our plans going forward. In GT7, I would like to have users enjoy lots of cars and races even without microtransactions. At the same time, the pricing of cars is an important element that conveys the value and rarity, so I do think it's important for it to be linked with the real world prices. I want to make GT7 a game in which you can enjoy a variety of cars lots of different ways, and if possible would like to try to avoid a situation where a player must mechanically keep replaying certain events over and over again. We will in time let you know the update plans for additional content, additional race events, and additional features that will constructively resolve this. So just to pack that all together, it seems like they're really trying to stop us from doing it. They slashed the credits on those. They don't want us grinding, which means I think a lot of us are almost done the menus. I've finished them. I think there's what, like 32 of them or something like that, maybe 35. Collector level 27. When are they going to start rolling out these updates? When are we going to get new races so we don't have to grind these events? And I'm hoping it's not going to be more than an extra 2 weeks, because if it's going to be more than 2 weeks, people are going to have to grind, and that just kind of takes it away. So I'm hoping that we get some type of season pass come out, maybe a seasonal rotation of events for the career mode. But I think the biggest thing is getting away from the microtransactions. They can see the frustration from the community. Nobody wants them at the moment, at least for these prices that they're at. If you're going to keep them in, at least roll them back to the original prices that we had, and don't feel like you're cheating the players out of some cash, right? That's the biggest problem I feel like. Now, in the very end of this update patch notes, it says, it pains me that I can't explain the details regarding this at the moment, but we plan on continuing to revise GT7 so that as many players as possible can enjoy the game. We would really appreciate if everyone could watch over the growth of GT7 from a somewhat longer term point of view. Yamauchi himself, the man, set this fully out, knowing, I guess, what he's doing. So we'll have to kind of see if he has the reins and if he's setting us in the right direction, because this is going to be an interesting thing to see them kind of, come back and see what they're going to say to the community. Obviously, they got a lot of people that they got to answer. They haven't put out a tweet in almost 4 days. It has been radio silence over on GT7's end. So I'm really interested to see what's going to come from this. I would love to know your thoughts down below on the microtransactions, on update 1.08, on the problems that we had. Obviously, it's great that they shut them down if we were having, game save issues. We don't want anything to get corrupted. If that was the case, fine, right? Things happen. It's out of their control. But mixed in with the fact that they sliced all the credits for everybody, people got really frustrated after they couldn't play the game and then now found out that all of their missions that they were doing, what they were grinding for, is now way more expensive. Cars are ridiculously out of hand. I'm not spending $250 on a car, right? If I can win it in a ticket, that's awesome. But yeah, I feel like they just need to get rid of the microtransactions, period, and that should fix all the problems, right? Is that not a clear fix? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section. Huge thank you for coming around for today. If you guys missed my morning episode, definitely go ahead and take a look at that. We were getting all golds on the drift missions. It was fun. We had the Thrustmaster TGT2 out there. Let me know how you're enjoying GT7, or in this case, not enjoying it, right? I don't know, man. I feel like if you're just playing the game at this point in time, you should have enough money to fund the builds that you want to do, as long as you're being careful with your money. But we will see what happens. If you guys are playing online, what are the payouts for the daily races and stuff like that? I would be really curious to find that out. I will be going online for the dailies very soon. I feel like now that I've completed the game, right, I'm feeling like it's time to do that, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. Slap that like button. Will Gran Turismo 7 recover from this flop of a launch? It's crazy to see what happened, man. It really did do a big old 180 on the turn there, right? It's crazy to see what's happened. Let me know if they're going to sink or swim out here, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Subscribe with post notifications, posting daily, of course, for the last 10 years, man. It's crazy. If you guys have missed anything, right, check on back the episodes. Huge thank you. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.